Hey guys, it's TLRMK7 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm interviewing CT. May you please introduce yourself, CT?
Hey guys, I'm CT. I'm a 15-year-old player in the US who's a time trialer.
So the first question up, CT, is what clans are you a part of in Mario Kart 7?
Well, currently, I'm not in any clans, but I would like to be in KSM if my Wi-Fi could get better.
Okay, so moving on to the second question now. What are your thoughts on clans?
Well, I think that they do give a big incentive to play, but I really don't see much of a difference between them and just regular wars, other than maybe a key role of communication if you're in like a voice call.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that when you're in a clan, you're much closer to your people you're playing with. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that you can get more used to their play styles and you can train along with that. So it would be useful, especially in like Division 1 clans where they're going to be really accustomed to their play style and be able to communicate very openly and freely. And this is I don't think it's as integral in like Mario Kart 7 because you can see what items people have, but it's still useful nonetheless to know other players' play styles when you're playing with them against another clan.
Yeah, and do you think it makes 4v4s more entertaining to play?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I agree with you too on that part, definitely. Okay, and on to the next question. What is your biggest accomplishment in Mario Kart 7 time trials?
Well, I'd say my biggest overall achievement is achieving top 100 on the players page. Well, what motivated me to do it was I uh, I had bloodthirst for beating all of a certain person's times, and I achieved that, and I was pretty happy about that. Um, Overall, on like a specific track, I would say my biggest accomplishment there is getting a Koopa Cape time that is a 207.778, a third American, 18th on the players page.
Okay, and on to the next question. What made you want to time trial Koopa Cape in the first place?
Well, honestly, that's kind of a tough question. Well, what I think really started it was, I'll kind of have a background story so that I can kind of set up the context for me eventually getting that time. So I remember like a couple years ago, I had like a 215 on the track, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hate this track. Once I get 210, I'm never playing this track again. So I actually asked Jordan, who's currently like he's like the best American on the players page or something like that. He might be second best. But anyways, he was like rank 140 at the time on the players page. He was like worse than I am now, and he had like a 211 on Koopa Cave. And I was like, hey dude, how do I play this track? So he showed me his time and he showed me how to drive it, and that's how I learned like the meta Koopa Cave strats. So with that, I was able to get down to a 211. Then I came back to the track a couple years later. Well, not a couple years later, like a year later, and I got a 210. And then eventually, I was like, "Holy crap! I actually have a little bit of potential here." And then when I really started to like pop off on that track, I got a 209.3, and that's actually still on my YouTube channel. But I got like a 209 350 or something, and I was like, "Wow, this is really good. I think I can do a lot better," because it was already top 80. So I kept going, and eventually I got my 208.5, which is like really a milestone for me, I think. And then I was like, okay, I want 207. My splits give 207 already. I'm gonna go 207 because my run was already pretty sloppy. So I pushed it down for months and months, off and off grinding, and eventually, after about, I think it was at least 3 dozen 207 fails, I ended up getting the 207, and I even pushed it down to a 207.7, which was my goal. So that was pretty good. Although that run does have one very big mistake in it, so I eventually intend to push that down a little more.
Yeah, and good luck on your future attempts for the track. I know that you've been grinding it a lot over the months or so. Yeah, it's been a long
Yep.
grind. Yeah, and
Yeah, it gets demotivating sometimes.
it really does. Also, what's your current ranking on the players page right now, if you remember that part?
I think after the update, it should be ranked 90.
Yeah, because you were telling me you were almost top 90. Yeah, and that's another big thing. You're catching up to me, and you're making big improvements on the players page.
It's gonna happen, Taylor.
It might happen. You never know. And you could get top 50 this year if you grind enough. Do you think you?
Maybe, yeah. I plan to cut 10 AF a month actually.
Nice. Do you think you'll get top 50?
This year? Oh, maybe.
Okay. Well, good luck on that.
We'll see.
Okay, and on to the next question. How many hours do you have played on Mario Kart 7?
Well, currently, I checked a little bit before this interview. Actually, I had 1,900 hours, so almost 2,000, and I think that's a little bit less than most people my skill level. So I'm kind of proud of that. But I think honestly, it's about not necessarily how many hours you have, but how you manage the time that you spend playing the game. And I know the game's about having fun, but if you want to get good, it's not about that amount of hours or experience even, just uh, how much you get good at stuff, just managing your time effectively.
It's basically what you do in those hours you spend playing the game.
Exactly. Yeah, that was my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and on to the next question. When was the very first time you have ever started playing Mario Kart 7? And when did you start playing competitively on the game?
Well, I did start on my birthday in 2016. I originally wanted to get a DS when they first came out in 2011. Oh, well, a 3DS, not a DS. But anyways, I wanted to get one in 2011, but my parents wouldn't let me because I was too young. So I just kept begging until eventually, when I turned 11, they got me one, and it was bundled with Mario Kart 7. So I actually found it pretty fun from the day I got it, and I was able to sink in about, I think, 500 hours before I started playing competitively, and that was in 2018. That was in mid 2018 actually, and that was around the time actually Taylor showed me how to start playing. I was in Mancolor's server, and I was interested in joining the players page because he told me about it. So he's actually the kind of the reason I'm here right now. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I do remember that part. I do remember you being interested in joining it and me telling you all about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I'm kind of thanking you for that because it's been so much of my entertainment in the past few years, and it's been a nice fun ride, just improving, and I don't know what else I'd do with my free time if I wasn't doing this.
Yeah, and it's a good way to kill time off if you're too bored doing other stuff. Like if you don't
And
really.
it's also a good way to kill your brain,
Yeah, too. Yeah, that too.
definitely.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, and on to the next question. Do you currently play or have you played any other Mario Kart games before besides Mario Kart 7?
Yeah, actually, I have. I've played all of the Mario Karts except for Super Circuit, and well, I don't think the arcade editions really count, but I don't think I've played all of those. But anyways, yeah, I would like to own every Mario Kart game, but currently I don't own Super Circuit. So yeah, that's something I'm interested in. Do I play any competitively or currently? No, I can't say that for either of those questions, other than Mario Kart 7. I play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sometimes, but it's not very often, and it's only with my brother sometimes. I would like to get competitive with some of the other games in the future, possibly. Like Mario Kart 64 is something that piques my interest, definitely. That game looks really fun. But I don't know. The competitive scene for that game is probably a little better than ours because the game's been out like over 20 years, I think. So yeah, I definitely am interested in some of the other communities, but currently I am only investing in the Mario Kart 7 community.
Do you have a favorite Mario Kart game at all by any chance?
What do you think, Taylor?
Just wondering. I don't know if you played Mario
All
Kart
right.
Wii before and thought that was a good game and possibly got bored of it. I don't know. Just wondering.
Well, okay. Since it's kind of obvious, I'll give a second place here. Um, Mario Kart 7's my favorite. I mean, it's the best, honestly. It's how I mean, I've grown up with it. Second best, I haven't really played that much Mario Kart Wii, so I would say if I played that, that would definitely be my second favorite. But I'm a little bit biased and I haven't played it that much, so I probably gotta say either 64 or Mario Kart 8.
8 Wii U or 8 Deluxe?
Again, I'd say deluxe, but if I played Mario Kart 8 U more, I'd probably say that because there's a lot more mechanics there, like soft sliding, demon sliding. You have fire hopping and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and it's a little more balanced than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay, and on to the next question. What are your ultimate goals you want to achieve on time trials in 2021?
Well, actually, I have two main ones. Number one would be, and this is my main one, would be that I want to achieve top 50 on the players page. I think by cutting 10 AF a month, I can achieve that fairly quickly. I might even get better than top 50. I might not achieve it even at all. But I'm just gonna time trial and see where it leads me. Uh, just be consistent, and we'll see where it leads me. For the second goal, I would say. Koopa Cape, I'm not really sure what my goal is for it, but I'm just gonna time trial it and again just see where it leads me. See, my goals are kind of relaxed, but I mean, we'll just see. I mean, I want American record, but I feel like that's a little bit too low to go for because of my potential on the track. So I would say somewhere around 207.2 would be my goal for 2021 on that track.
Yeah, and that's a good goal to have, and you could definitely reach that if you put enough time into it this year at least.
Yeah,
Um,
and that's one thing. I have to have the motivation to do it, and I just feel like maybe I won't have enough motivation because between 207.5 and 207.2, there you don't cut any spots when it comes to the worldwide leaderboards. So, I mean, I don't know. Well, I'll just play it and see what kind of motivation I have to play the track.
yeah, do you think you'll ever go for 206, like maybe in 2022?
I'm not really sure. I think one day, yes, but at my current skill level, I'm not sure that's possible. Because my splits don't even give me anywhere near that right now. So to answer your question, I'd give it about a 75% chance, but for now, it's not happening in the near future.
Okay, and on to the next question. What is your favorite track in Mario Kart 7?
Well, I feel like this one might be a little obvious, seeing how I'm pretty good at it. My favorite's Koopa Cape. I feel like overall, it's a very well balanced track in all aspects. Other than the fact that maybe it's a little technical in time trials, but it definitely has skill barriers. I mean, you can't just get like a 206 or like on the same second as the world record, like on Toad Circuit, like with ease. You have to know how to actually drive it in order to get a really good time. So that's one thing. I think it's pretty balanced in wars because there's good catch up spots and you can run it as well and good shock spots, etc. So I just think it's a very pretty track as well. Uh, so I would say Koopa Cape is definitely a very well track, and I would say aside from my subjective opinion, Koopa Cape would honestly be top five objective best tracks in the game.
Okay, moving on to the next question. What is your least favorite track in Mario Kart 7?
Sorry, it's taking a second. I'm getting PTSD flashbacks. Oh no, not that track. No, not that one.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I get it too, don't worry, bro.
The Goombas,
Oh god.
the piranhas,
Oh
the
no.
water,
Oh my
the
god.
pipe,
Oh, it's even worse. It's torture.
piranha plant slide.
Oh god, no. What?
Vietnam flashbacks
How
intensify.
how dare you mention that cursed name? Shame on you.
Yeah, I feel like most people will agree with me on that one, though, that that's one of the worst. I think in the community, people either say Rosalina Ice World or Piranha Plant Slide. But honestly, I can't see Rosalina Ice World being one of the worst because there's only one bad part about the track. The rest is just fine. So I have to say Piranha Plant Slide just because of the technicality with it, and it's a run track. There isn't very many good catch-up spots. Because I mean, if you're doing shortcut shroomless, that's gonna probably only lose about 1 second compared to somebody with a shroom. So it's kind of hard to catch up. It's easy to fall behind, or I mean, if at the beginning of a race, if you're like in a war and bottom four get bombed, top four can get a runaway. It's just a terrible track to time trial. It takes so long to PR. It is terrible, in my opinion. So that would definitely be my worst track, and I think other people would agree with me on that as well.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Definitely, no question
100%.
about it.
Yeah, it's terrible track. We can all come together to agree on this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and on to the next question. What do you think of the Mario Kart 7 community in 2021 and 2020?
Well, I think it is mostly pretty good. The main problem I would say with this community that some other communities may not have as big of a problem with is it can be a little bit overcritical of things that are not necessarily a huge deal. Sometimes over certain things. I won't cite examples, but that's just my opinion on it. There are definitely some awesome people in this community, such as like Retro Black, Pie Guy. I mean, even yourself, Taylor. I mean, there are some pretty cool people in this community, and then there's also some people in this community who are not so good. I mean, that's like any community. So, I mean, mostly it's just a regular community, like how you would expect. with just there's downsides and upsides, and that's just how it's going to work.
Yeah,
So I think this community's definitely gotten better since I first joined. Definitely. It's evolved, and some bad people have been gotten rid of, and good people take the place, and that's caused this community to evolve and get better.
yeah, exactly. That's what I've noticed too. So you're not the only one who's noticed that. And I do agree with you. Pie Guy, Retro Black, and others are pretty chill.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you say Noah's chill?
Yeah, Noah's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Okay, and on to the last question of today's video. How many times did you get banned from the time trial server for Mario Kart 7 time trials?
Sorry for the silence. I'm just counting.
uh, uh.
1, 2. Oh, like 7 or 8. But honestly, I think I should get like 100,000 more chances.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel with the bell notification on so you don't miss a future upload of mine. Yes, and if you want to see more content like this, give that video a like, or this video in this case, so I know what you guys want to see more of. Because I know that these interview videos are definitely one of my most watched and most liked videos on the whole entire channel, like the whole series itself. It just does well. So yeah, be sure to do so, and do you got anything you want to say before we go, CT?
I have one thing.
Okay.
Um, so just interviewed me, but it's my turn to interview you. Do you like Wendy's?
I've only been there once, ever.
Good. Keep it that way. Wendy's is overrated. Don't go to Wendy's, kids. Because otherwise you'll like Wendy's not slap your face.
Bruh.
Yeah, dude. And also, I want to say one more thing. Thank you for taking the time to interview me. I really appreciate it.
No problem, dude. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to let me interview you. I appreciate it a lot, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.